just listening for the articles.
Do we have your attention now? Yes. Welcome in, friends, to this ASMR-fueled edition of Fusebox entitled Aural Sex, and much more about all that soon enough. I'm your poking the slime while whispering in a room filled with bubble wrap host, Mark Rose, and thank you so much for pushing play on this edition of the program. I promise a most enriching experience on this one, friends. And over there, cleverly disguised as a mild-mannered reporter working at a major metropolitan newspaper, is the Pope of Potentiometers himself, Milt Keynes, everybody.
Yeah, thank you kindly. What the hell, man? I've been checking out these links you set up in here with these people squeezing and poking slime.
Oh, yeah. We'll get into all that soon enough, as we have much to discuss on that topic, it turns out. But also coming up in this show is another inspiring, nay, enlightening video review from the video Vixen herself. This one on an actual Academy Award-winning film, which, to say the least, an Oscar winner doesn't come up too much in the Vixen's reviews, but there you are.
My favorite patient.
Oh, man. This guy is dressed in a black rubber penguin suit.
I'm telling you, Milt, that stuff just gets wacky. Seriously.
Oh, man.
But we'll get to that. We will get to that indeed. I wanted to take a little moment here and try to, at least, relieve your worried mind concerning the 100th episode of our fine program here, upcoming pretty quick.
Oh, yeah? So, did you come up with something?
I think so. You know, I think I have. We've talked for ages about doing a relationship round table show, right? Where we get a whole bunch of folks together from different backgrounds and we just, compare notes, so to speak.
Yeah.
But then I thought, well, given the short time we have to do, coordinating of a show like that, schedule all the guests, find a venue, set it all up technically, it's a lot like, it's complicated. Why don't we just get your 3 ex-wives together and do a discussion with them? I mean, Janine seems keen on keeping in touch anyway. She's all...
I could punch you square in the neck right now.
Now, the one logistical snag is that one of the 3 would need clearance to get back into the country, of course. But I think I got a buddy who works in the...
Maybe you should have another mug of that pink fairy juice you like and dream up something else,
Green fairy. It's absinthe.
Whatever.
You don't like that idea, then?
Are you high?
Well, 6'3", actually, but...
There isn't enough yoo-hoo or vodka on this planet to get me to that thing, man.
Yeah? Shame. I think it would be an amazing show.
Oh, it'd be amazing, all right. Be the first podcast to become an active crime scene.
Yeah. Well, I actually do have a plan B, but I'm just not sure what it's going to reveal until I meet with this chap next week. So, I'll let you know what I...
Jesus, man, we're like less than half a month away from this thing.
I know. It's closing in, but I have confidence. It will all work out in the end.
Well, that's one thing we know for sure. Shit always comes out in the end.
You're soaking in it.
Fusebox.
A couple of friends of mine and I were sitting around the other day, and the subject of cocktails came up.
Which it does frequently with your friends.
Well, yes. But, Mr. Keynes, I happened to mention your favorite mixed concoction, the yoo-hoo and vodka thing, and And after everybody stopped vomiting, the question was intoned, what's it called?
It's called Yoo-hoo and vodka.
Yeah, but you know what? Not in today's mixologist world. We need a snazzy, snappy, catchy name. One that inspires the risk to drink it. The brave, bare-knuckled brashness of its cunning, understated quality. Where mountains tremble and oceans recede at the mere utterance of its name.
How about Steve?
You know what? I think we should enlist the help of our listeners on this one. How about this? Let's have a name Milt's drink contest, right? And give something away from the Fusebox store to the person with the best suggestion. What do you think about that?
It's okay with me. Still think Steve is fine.
I think it would be fun. And let's say we announce the winner on our show number 101, which airs September 12th. We'll make it a thing. Yeah?
Do I have to, make a speech or anything?
Huh? No, why?
I don't know. It's just starting to feel all formal and shit.
It's a drink naming contest, not the dedication of a war memorial.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I just don't want to, get off on the whole meet people and shit.
We always endeavor to keep you away from people, Milt. Actually, I think it's in your rider.
Okay, cool.
Grand. So, speaking of award-winning entertainment, here is another yet again scintillating and thought-provoking film commentary from our very own Video Vixen, covering, as I say, an unusual selection this time out, an actual Academy Award-winning film. I'm intrigued. Let's listen in, shall we?
Thank God it's Thank God it's Friday, the movie that shows how truly splendid man can be when he's free and natural.
The Video Vixen.
Thank God It's Friday, 1978. Director, Robert Klain. Stars, Jeff Goldblum, Donna Summer, Deborah Winger, Terry Nunn, and Valerie Landisberg.
Leonard Maltin said this is the worst movie to ever win an Oscar. You Light Up My Life won an Academy Award too, so fuck you, Leonard. TGIF tells the story of the customers and staff of an LA nightclub over the course of an evening. Made at the time when disco was king, it's a charming and somewhat funny late 70s time capsule. Put on your platform shoes and your best polyester suit. It's Friday night and we're going to the zoo, the hottest disco in town. Highlights include Jeff Goldblum as the lecherous club owner, Valerie Landisberg and Terry Nunn as two underage girls who sneak into the club in order to win the dance contest so that they can buy Kiss concert tickets, and the sexy Donna Summer as an inspiring singer who wants the DJ to play her record. There are several storylines, some not so great, but everyone is entertaining. And the soundtrack is awesome. Anyone who sat through 8 seasons of that 70s show will enjoy spending an hour and a half with this film. I'm the Video Vixen. And remember, behave yourselves.
Yeah, F you, Leonard. Oh, brilliant. Gotta say. That's one I missed.
Not a disco fan, are you?
No, not really. To me, that period of time was the beginning of mind control. Horrible record company politics and too many bad cocaine decisions.
Were there good cocaine decisions?
Actually, no. Thanks again to the Video Vixen for that nostalgic nugget. She sounded positively giddy with delight on this one. And what a cast. What a cast. Jeff Goldblum as a lecherous club owner. Do you know, this film was a mere handful of years before he became most renowned, for me anyway, as the character Arizona in Buckaroo Banzai, with his buddy, Peter Weller, and, of course, John Lithgow.
Yeah, because no matter where you go...
There you are. And speaking of the time-space continuum, a most unique thing has happened in the hallowed halls of Congress.
More nude pictures of Strom Thurmond?
No, less obscure than Mr. Thurman's behind, thankfully. But no less provocative, certainly. As you know, folks, we've been following this net neutrality thing for quite a while, and this little development was interesting. A Republican congressman from Colorado, a chap named Mike Kaufman, became the first House Republican to stand with Democrats on net neutrality, signing his name to their petition to force a vote back in May, I believe. But that's not all. This, as reported now from Mashable, the same day, the Republican from Colorado also introduced the 21st Century Internet Act, a bill that would permanently codify the core tenets of net neutrality and better safeguard the open internet against the partisan machinations of the FCC. It's a legislative action that Kaufman first hinted he would take in the immediate aftermath of the net neutrality repeal. The author of the Democrats' petition, the one that Kaufman signed previously, Mike Doyle, said he, Kaufman, might be the first of many Republicans to break rank on the net neutrality issue. Doyle going on to say here, we currently have 177 signers on our discharge petition, and we continue to have productive conversations with members on both sides of the aisle about signing on. This isn't a partisan issue anywhere except in Washington, D.C. Well, they still need 40 votes to get this discharge thing going through, but in any event, good on Mike Kaufman for joining the fight, and I sincerely hope this 21st Century Internet Act gets some traction. I mean, it's exactly what's needed to protect, virtually anyone and everyone who uses any form of data transmission. I know that here in Oregon, there is already a provision in place that ensures that the state will not do business with any IP who throttles or gives special access or provisional service to anybody. And it's just the law here. And when we return, the weirdest damn thing ever. Remember to send your name suggestion for Milt's Cocktail to milt@thefuseboxshow.com. The winner will be selected and announced on September 12th on Fusebox number 101. The following preview has been approved for all audiences.
Rage has a new face. Twisted and misshapen. A face masking a deeper anger, a darker hate. A hate so dark, its black darkness darkens the blackest, darkest night of black darkness. And an anger so deep in its deep deepness, it only deepens deeply as... Hello?
Hello. Are you happy with your current long-distance provider?
Well, yeah. I guess so. But I'm a little busy, so I can't talk right now.
Would you like to save up to 30% off your long-distance calls?
Well, sure, who wouldn't? But I'm in the middle of
And you can save an additional 10%, simply by pledging your soul to the devil.
What? Pledge my soul to the devil? No! No, forget it. I'm hanging up now.
Why not? You're not even using your soul. We want it. Give us your soul.
No! No, you can't Have it, all right? It's not for sale. Stupid, stinking, stupid telemarketer, stupid heads.
Yes, rage has a new face. Timo's World. Yes, friends, our big buddy returns on our next show with a wondrously timely adventure as Timo has to upgrade his operating system.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, the carnage. The carnage. So, evidently, friends, about 8 years ago, a cybersecurity specialist by the name of Jennifer Allen introduced an interesting Facebook group page called the ASMR Group. Now, ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And if you've ever stumbled across one of the many thousands of ASMR videos on YouTube, then you know of what I speak. But if not, let me enlighten you. So, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response is, quoting now, is a euphoric experience characterized by a static-like or tingling sensation on the skin that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine, which creates a state of relaxation. So, certain things can trigger this effect in many folks. What things, you ask? Well, things like listening to softly spoken or whispering voices. Listening to quiet, repetitive sounds resulting from someone engaging in a mundane task, such as turning the pages of a book. Watching somebody attentively execute a mundane task, such as preparing food. Loudly chewing, crunching, slurping, or biting foods, drinks, or gum. Listening to a person explain a concept, describe an object or system.
As you can see, this object has several rotating knives on spindles, and the rotational direction of each object as it
receiving altruistic, tender, personal attention, initiating the stimulus through conscious manipulation without the need for external video or audio triggers.
Oh, well, I've had that at Madame Wong's massage parlor. So I get that one.
Of course you did. But let me just add that not everybody responds in the same way to the same stimuli. For me personally, I just about any of those things I just talked about up there, no, they're just utterly irritating to me. However, as I did my research into this thing, I found that something about crinkling plastic had that effect for me. And it seems to be a heck of a lot more effective if it's presented like on a video, not just crinkling plastic in a room. Though I personally, I don't have the vaguest idea why.
Well, it says here that the use of binaural recording is also a technique they use a lot.
Yeah. Now, the binaural recording is much like the way we actually hear, where items in our environment are in specific places, like extreme left, or right, or behind, or above. So that spatial cognition is somehow really significant. I got to say, when I first heard about this thing, I was amazed at the amount of folks involved in this, quote, research and development, so to speak. Do you realize there are hundreds, maybe thousands of channels out there devoted to creating the ASMR effect for others to experience?
Now, that right there, that's feeling just a little creepy to me.
Yeah, I know. I get that. But here's the deal. You know what? I think many folks have had this sensation but weren't aware of it or what to call it until something like this phenomena spills out. I'll give you another example of this too. Think about this. Sometimes you'll meet somebody, male, female, talking sea cucumber, doesn't matter. But sometimes when you meet this individual, a sort of calm or relaxation comes over you, kind of a peaceful feeling, stressless feelings. It's hard to nail down. But the feeling is unmistakable, and it's somehow soothing interacting with this person. And they don't have to be doing anything specifically, maybe just talking. Clearly, this is some sort of vibration-based effect.
Brenda.
I'm sorry?
Brenda. Yeah, she used to work at the Arms Akimbo Lounge down on Skidmore. That gal had something. I don't know. I could just watch her for hours, just pouring beer in a glass. Something about the way she moved.
Sounds like a song. Well, what you're describing is actually two things. One is that ASMR of watching someone do a repeatable task, and the other being that your yoo-hoo and vodka-infused, some might say lurid, fascination with an attractive gal.
Maybe. You know what, though? I bet I'd get the same damn effect from her if she was folding laundry, man.
Exactly. See? Mr. Keynes, you are the ASMR poster child.
Okay, but wait. What's with the slime, man?
Yeah. Yes, the slime. Well, as many of you probably know, and particularly if you have kids, you know, slime rocks. The slime of which I speak is usually made from household items freely available without any kind of toxic consequences. It's usually made from a combination of water, some form of school glue, and borax.
The good folks at Fusebox recommend 12 Mule Team Borax.
You can also add things to it like styrofoam pellets or glitter, small objects, maybe a tiny horse, or Doberman Pinscher. I don't know. But the thing is that this phenomenon has spawned another explosion of videos with people demonstrating not only how to make it, but also performing with the slime, to the delight of all the ASMR-inclined folks out there. Because this activity, manipulating slime, or mixing it about with colored additives in front of a camera, is captivating. And I guess for some, creates this ASMR thing.
Really, dude. There was a guy in a black rubber penguin suit squishing a bowl of goo. I thought I had dropped into one of those, special video feeds. You know what I mean?
Well, for many, it is quite special. There have been those out there trying to relate it to more sexual responses, hence the ASMRotica groups. I'm not sure you find those videos on YouTube, but there are many such deviations, as usual. In essence, though, I think this effect is actually non-sexual. It's a feeling of relaxation or a soothing sensation, which is actually used clinically now in sleep therapy in many cases.
So, like maybe the next time I'm laying there counting cracks in the ceiling, I should just go look at slime videos, huh?
Or maybe the rubber-suited penguin guy eating cornflakes.
Huh.
With that, we shall take our whispering, crunch-enhanced bowl of glittery, multicolored slime and ooze under the doorway and down the block, but not before saying a warm and slime-free thanks to our contributors, Jody Lorimer, Eric Newsom, Jeff Pollard, and the video vixen herself for making this edition of Fusebox oddly delightful in a kind of delightfully odd sort of way. Thanks as always as well to the ASMR poster boy, Milt Keynes.
The pleasure was all yours, I'm sure.
And last but certainly not least, friends, thanks to you for pushing play on this edition of the program, where we invite you to please subscribe to this program wherever you have found it, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, onsug.com, or anywhere else in this dimension and others. We are so appreciative if you do so. And remember, we're having a contest, friends, to name Milt's drink, with a drawing on September 12th to announce the winner and award them a spiffy item from the Fusebox store. And send your naming suggestions to Milt at...
Hey, wait a minute. Don't...
Send them to Milt, M-I-L-T, at thefuseboxshow.com, and by God, we'll go through them. No joke. For real. So, I have been your crinkling plastic until my nose bleeds host, Mark Rose, saying, until our next cartoon.
Fusebox.
Yay!